If you are an artist or you have just started your art journey, you must watch this. I'm going to tell you why 90% of the artists fail and things that you must do to succeed. So, you are skillful, creative, talented. Your friends and family think you are already a superb artist. You cannot wait to have your solo exhibition and you are already imagining your artwork in numerous art galleries. Before you climb onto your cloud and fly higher, take a few minutes and look at these 5 things that successful artists do and see whether you score 5 out of 5 in these. Most of these are obvious, but very few artists actually implement these in their real life. Here are the top 5. Number 1. Learn how to paint. Seems simple, right? But it is not. You need to take art as if it was any other subject that you learned in your school or college. Art has a history, geography, science, and a language of its own. You need to put in time, effort, and learn this to truly understand art and begin your art journey. If you learn to draw an apple without applying your mind to the technique and the science behind how colors work and interact with each other, that is all you will learn. You will only end up learning how to draw an apple. You may sell one painting of an apple or maybe 5 paintings of an apple, but what after that? So start from scratch. If possible, and if it is in your budget, go to an art school. But that is not the only way to go about it. Art schools are no more the only place where you can go and learn art. We are living in an age where everything we need is available at our fingertips. All you need is time, will, and a good internet browser. Number 2 on the list, have a creative identity. By that, I mean have your own style of painting. That does not mean that you paint rubbish and call it your own style. Bear in mind there are 2 types of people, those who love and praise your art, and those who put money where their mouth is. To be successful, you need the second kind. And the second kind of people know their stuff very well. You may be able to fool one collector, but you will not be able to fool the rest of them. Do not copy art from the internet, Pinterest, YouTube, Insta, and sell it as your own. Always be truthful to yourself and to your art, and always be respectful to other people's art as well. Learn the basics of painting, sculpting, or the art form that you follow. When you have a good hang of it and you are able to correctly answer questions put to you on that subject, that is when you find your own style. Then you modify your art to reflect your personality, your ideas, your ideologies, your soul. Only then will collectors pick up your art. Before we go on to the third point, please hit the subscribe button and click on the bell sign. I started my journey 4 years back, and since 2016, I have been able to sell 74 of my original artworks. It is my mission to help artists like you succeed. I am here to share my knowledge and my experience to help artists like you succeed. So, subscribe to my channel and let me help you in your art journey. Number 3, don't be a dinosaur. By that, I mean art has evolved through centuries. Artists have evolved with it, which is quite evident in their artwork. Only those artists who adapt and are ready to move on with the times are able to give people what they want. Gone are the times when art was for those who had big houses and who were affluent. Today, art is bought and sold on Instagram and Facebook. You may have a creative identity of your own. You may be a seasoned artist. But now, if you don't bring something new to the table and continue to make the same kind of artwork that you have been used to doing with the same theme, your personal brand does not grow. You are not tapping into the millennials who have a buying power now, who buy without thinking twice, who buy because their friends refer them to it, who buy because they get freebies. They don't have knowledge of art or the old masters or art techniques. For example, my 7-year-old son does not know what a landline is or how to dial a phone on a normal telephone. But give him a smartphone or a tablet and he will play chess with someone who is all the way across the globe. So my point is, what used to work may not work anymore. So evolve, otherwise your art will go extinct. Point number 4, paint regularly. You are an artist. You got into this because something pulled you in. You enjoyed it enough to put all your efforts and time into learning art, to honing your skills. But now you have canvases and artworks lying around in the house. So you have packed up your brushes, your canvas, your art stuff, stacked it in, and now you're waiting for people to come to your place and buy your artwork. No, you have just transformed yourself from an artist to a manufacturer. While there is a positive to thinking like a businessman, you are an artist. You also need to create. Not every painting you make is going to be a masterpiece. Nobody is that lucky or that good. Not even the old masters. They also used to paint over some of their artworks. So it would be narcissistic of us to believe that we are that good and that all our creations are masterpieces. If you love art, how can you stay away from it? You need to continue to create. It is very inexpensive to pick up paper, pencil, or some charcoal. You don't need to go for fancy stuff. Just keep your skills up to date. Get a drawing book or a sketch pad. Divide the pages into smaller sections. Go digital if you know how to use drawing apps. Work on your art as often as you can. You cannot let your skills rust, and you never know when you will come up with a masterpiece. So do not stop creating. When you paint regularly or you create your own craft or sculpt regularly, you have more content to share with people that you know of, to share on social media, and market yourself, market your product. Which also brings me to point number 5. Point number 5, become your own salesperson. I have come across many artists who ask me how I sell my work, how I reach out to people, where do I put up my artwork, which websites, which people I connect with, and whether I will sell their artwork for a commission. I always tell them I am my own relationship manager. If I do not talk about my art, my journey, no one will. If I don't tell people about my life, my work, no one will be interested in picking up my artwork. If I do not make my art journey visible to people, no one will care. You need to understand the psyche of people who buy art. They either buy art because they like it or they like the artist. We meet many people every day. Our paths cross, we interact, and then we move on. At the end of the day, we forget about them. If you want to be memorable, you need to open up. You must learn how to sell and speak about yourself and your art. I will cover how you can do that in my next video. Because after all, you are here to become successful. And success is counted only when there is money coming into your bank. In the next video, we will talk about how to sell your art. There are many more ways to succeed, which I will cover in the next video. So make sure you subscribe to my channel and click the bell sign so that you're notified next time I post a video. I'm giving you some time to implement the things that we talked about today. First, learn to paint. Second, come up with your own style. Third, change and adapt with the new times. Fourth, paint regularly and hone your skills. Fifth, and the most important, if possible, take a quick marketing course on how to sell your art, or you can research on YouTube. I will see you in the next video where I will tell you how to sell your art. I'm leaving you here with a video that I'm sure you will enjoy. Stay positive, keep painting. Bye bye.